In 2021, one of the biggest names in real estate handed its checkbook to an algorithm and told it to buy houses. Real houses, with real money. By November, it owned or had contracts on 18,000 homes and had lost so much money it fired a quarter of the entire company. This is the story of Zillow offers. $881 million. Lost in a single year. By an algorithm everyone trusted. Part 1. The machine. You know Zillow. It's where millions of people check what their house is worth. That estimate is called the Zestimate, and it's powered by one of the most famous pricing algorithms ever built. In 2018, Zillow had a thought. If our algorithm knows what every house is worth, why don't we just buy the underpriced ones ourselves? The plan was called Zillow Offers. The algorithm makes a cash offer on your home. Zillow buys it, fixes it, flips it. No agents, no haggling, instant sale. The CEO framed it as a $20 billion a year opportunity. Wall Street was hypnotized. And in the red-hot market of early 2021, it worked beautifully. Prices went up. The algorithm bought. Prices went up more. Every flip looked like genius. In the third quarter of 2021 alone, the machine bought 9,680 homes. Part 2. The turn. Here's the fatal flaw, and it's almost embarrassing in hindsight. The algorithm had mostly seen a market that goes up. According to reports, Zillow even tuned it to bid more aggressively to win deals from competitors. So in the summer of 2021, when the market quietly cooled, the machine kept paying spring prices. By October, the damage was visible to anyone who looked. In Phoenix, journalists checked Zillow's own listings. 93% of the homes it was selling were priced below what it had paid for them. The median gap? $16,000 per house, times thousands of houses. That aggressive bidding? According to reports, it even had a nickname inside the company, Project Ketchup. The mission: catch up to the competition at any price. The algorithm wasn't just wrong. It was tuned by humans chasing growth at any cost. November 2nd, 2021. Zillow announces it's killing the entire program. The CEO's exact words: the unpredictability in forecasting home prices, quote, far exceeds what we anticipated. $304 million written down in one quarter, with roughly $250 million more coming. The final bill for 2021, an $881 million loss. 2,000 employees, a quarter of the company, laid off. 18,000 homes dumped onto the market, including a fire sale of 7,000 houses pitched to Wall Street investors for $2.8 billion. The stock dropped 25% in a day. Part 3. The Autopsy. Now here's the twist that makes this a lesson and not just a disaster story. Zillow's competitor Opendoor ran nearly the same business and survived, still operating today. The difference wasn't a smarter algorithm. It was humility about what algorithms can't do. Pricing discipline over growth at any cost. But Opendoor's survival came with its own plot twist. It kept losing money for years, hundreds of millions. Then in July 2025, it became a meme stock. Online traders pumped it 429% in a single week. New management now promises break even by the end of 2026 with a new strategy: sell fast, never bet on prices rising. In other words, they removed the algorithm's opinion. And Zillow? It took until October 2022 just to finish selling the last of those 18,000 homes. A full year to unwind what the algorithm bought in months. Because the algorithm didn't actually fail at math. It failed at doubt. It couldn't feel that the market had shifted, couldn't hesitate, couldn't walk away from a deal to wait a week. It did exactly what it was built to do, buy at scale, right off a cliff. And no one stopped it, because for 2 years, questioning the machine felt like questioning success itself. So the next time someone tells you an AI is smart enough to bet the company on, remember Zillow. The algorithm didn't lose $881 million. The people who stopped questioning it did. This is the AI signal. Real stories about AI, money, and power every single week. Subscribe, because the next algorithm is already spending someone's money.